Tell you what, Mr. Roberts, when you hear this song, you got nothing to do but think about athletics. Wesleyan Athletics, we will rock you. Woo! All right, Mr. Roberts. So I keep saying Mr. Roberts like I know him. I do know him. So, Mr. Roberts, you are returning to Wesleyan from North Central. He used to be here years ago, and he taught Spanish for us. And he's back as our athletic director. No more splits or anything like that. He is the sole director of athletics here at Wesleyan. Mr. Roberts, welcome back. Tell us a little about yourself.
Right on. Well, thank you, Mr. Pickhawk. It's good to be back. This building is special to me because this is where everything first started for me. So it's good to be back. It's good to be working with Mr. Pickhawk, seeing all the other staff members that I know pretty well. So I'm really, really excited to be here. Some of you eighth graders may remember me from sixth grade because I did work with the intramural program, but I've worked with intramurals here at Wesleyan for several years. And there was a little gap where I was also the assistant soccer coach, women's soccer coach at North Central High School. But, you can never get too far from home. And I'm glad to be back in Wesleyan. They call me back and here I am, excited as ever.
And we are excited to have you. Let's start off and talk about sports for this. At least let's get to the fall. Let's do the fall sports. Let's talk about first what sixth graders can try out for and play for this fall.
Very good. So I'm really excited about the fall sports. I know that the fall season was tough for some of you guys last year. So I'm really energized to get all the kids back out there for the fall. For sixth graders, the fall sports that you will be able to participate is the cross country. We have a great coach in Kim Rogers. He's been doing it for years, and he's very, very passionate about cross country. And it's a great sport to do if you're a sixth grader and you want to get active and you like to run. Cross country is going to be for you. As far as the other sports, there are several sports that'll be open to seventh and eighth graders. That includes boys tennis, boys soccer, girls soccer, seventh and eighth grade football, and seventh and eighth grade volleyball as well.
And we help support those with our cheerleaders. And I don't think those teams are set yet either. So we'll have call outs for those, I assume, right?
Yes, sir. So there will be a cheerleading call out. You will hear more from Coach Bostic on that, but I believe that's going to happen on Thursday, August the 5th. So I might as well go ahead and talk about the
call outs.
Yeah, for sure. So if you're interested in playing a sport, you're going to want to come to our call out meetings that we have for each one of our sports. All right. So the call out meetings for all the sports have been set for Thursday, August 5th after school. So all of you guys who are interested in playing a sport, you'll need to look for it at the announcements, but you will have a call out on Thursday, August the 5th after school. There will be a late bus provided, so there will be transportation to take you home after the call outs is over. But at that point, you can expect to meet your coaches. You can expect to get information about the program, as well as information for your uniforms and jerseys and all the necessary stuff that you'll need for that.
Awesome.
Now for football, one more thing.
Football, that's right.
Football will start on Monday, and we're going to have a gear distribution on Monday. So Monday, August the 2nd, that's when football will be out here. That'll start at 4:30. So if you're interested in playing football in your 7th or 8th grade, go ahead and stop by the school at 4:30 on Monday, and we'll get you set up on that.
And that's before school even starts, and then we'll be able to practice the first day there for football. We talked about it. You brought it up, and I did not have it on my list to talk about. Let's talk about transportation. After school buses are available Monday through Thursday. We don't run Friday, right?
That's correct.
But here's the deal. You have to be in district to ride those buses in a Wesleyan boundary. So if you are limited choice or non-res, you will need to get picked up because they do not have because you're getting dropped off anyway. But we need to make sure that we have a ride your parents can pick you up each day, because we end the school day here at 4:20 and we practice till about 6, and then where our buses roll off the lot at about 6:10. And so and we're refiguring some parking lots. We'll be able to figure out. They'll be done by the time we start practicing, but you'll be able to. The buses will leave from the front or from the side, and the car riders can get picked up here out front or in the back. That's really your call. So,
okay, yeah. And the only thing we'll ask is that if you are planning to ride the late bus home, make sure you guys have your address. Make sure you guys know where you live. That makes it a lot easier for the bus drivers when they're taking you guys home. and that will help you make sure that you get on the right bus.
Yeah, because we only have 3 buses, and they
Mhm.
really shift like central, east, and west in the West Lane boundaries. And so they'll drive around, and it won't be as instantaneous as your bus pickup in the morning and the afternoon, because there are far fewer buses. And so they might be a little longer route. So even though we leave at 6:10, some of you may be getting home about maybe even 6:30, depending on what those routes look like. So that just be patient with those routes, especially the first, I would say, what the first full week of buses. We're going to be patient with transportation anyway, but definitely with athletics, we'll be very patient with them. So we all have these sports all require physical activity in one way or another. And for that, we want to make sure that you're safe in all of and be able to practice, and we don't have anything wrong with you physically that would preclude you from that. So talk to us about physicals that the students need to have.
All right, very good. I'm glad you brought that up, because that's one of the most important things that we'll need to talk about in order to get you guys participating and get you guys up and running. So all students are going to need to fill out 3 documents, and they're going to need to submit this on our online platform called EventLink. Now, traditionally in the past, what we would do is we would just give you guys a big packet of papers. You guys would take it to your doctor's office, you would bring it back to us, we would scan it in, and then you'd be good to go. This year, we decided to go with something that's a little bit more technological savvy, with a little less paperwork. That's something that you guys can do the most of it at home from your own computer, and then you can submit any of the paperwork that you need to do. The first of the 3 documents that you guys are going to want to do is called the Franciscan Sports Medicine Consent Form. And I have the paper copy. Oh, I'm not going to see it right there, but I have the paper copy right there. But it's essentially just an athletic consent and authorization form. And that's going to be done completely virtually online on the EventLink website. The second document is from the IHSAA, and it is the Pre-Participation Physical Evaluation Form. And this form has 2 parts to it. First is just like a questionnaire, ask you a bunch of questions about your health. Again, this can be done completely online. But the second part of it is the actual doctor's physical. And that's the part that you guys will have to print out yourself. You will need to go see a medical professional, have that medical professional fill that out, and then you can upload it to the EventLink website, and you should be good to go, all right? So once you upload it, we'll be able to see everything, and we'll be able to check you off, and at that point, you will be cleared to play.
And now if they can't upload it, let's just say they're having technology problems, they can always bring that into their coach, right? We can upload it here if necessary, or we can assist you in uploading it.
Yes. If you want to bring it in and drop off the physical part, I can take care of that. And then, or if you want to leave it with your coach can hand it to me and I'll take care of it. But it can be as simple as just taking a picture of it and uploading it to EventLink. So,
awesome. That's super easy.
Yeah, super easy. But if there's any questions about that, just let me know.
And we also talked too a little bit about the St. Franciscan health document. We, a few years ago, thanks to the referendum that we passed in 2016, we're able to get trainers for our middle schools and our high schools. And so we have athletic trainers here for all sports. In case anything you're hurt or anything like that, they'll be their first point of contact, and they really on top of things. So that's probably a release form for them to be able to see them, right? That's kind of the big point there.
Yeah, absolutely. So we will have a sports trainer on staff during all home games. So every single home match, whether it be football, whether it be volleyball, tennis, whatever, as long as there's a home match, there will be a staff sports trainer here working with the students.
And most, I don't want to say most, some other schools have trainers as well, not all. And so that'll be kind of hit or miss when we go to other places. But I think for the most part, I know Lawrence does, I think Pike does. And those are at least the 2 main ones we go to. But football almost always has one somewhere. Or we have coaches who are very, let's say, have coaches who are very knowledgeable about sports medicine. So
absolutely,
not every place we go to is awesome as we are, but they're trying.
They're trying to get there.
Yeah,
they want to be like us.
So let's talk. And so EventLink's easy to get to, and it's actually linked to our website. And so a lot of things are, again, we're trying to get to a point where, and I'll actually put the EventLink address with this, like with the video, we'll do a parent square. So we'll put links, and we'll put at least the physical document again. I think I sent that out with the first message, but we'll have it again coming out. let's shift a little bit and talk about being student athletes here at West Lane. Talk to us about the student part and what the requirements are for that, Mr. Roberts.
All right, very good. So, being a student athlete is a privilege here at this school, and we hold all our athletes to a very high level. We expect you to be very well, do very well in the classroom, and we also expect you to be able to succeed on the field as well. So, the minimum GPA in order to participate in sports in Washington Township is a 2.0. So you will have to maintain a 2.0 for the entire season in order to be eligible to participate, and that is an entire district policy that has been around for many years. But as far as being a student athlete, you will be representing the school. And it's important that as being a student athlete that you represent West Lane well. You're representing your community, you're representing this side of the district, and you're representing every single person that walks through that building. So we do hold you all to a high standard, and we do expect the best out of all of you guys at all times.
Yeah, we want you to wear your uniform with pride. We want you to, to be a leader in the classroom. We want you to show that you're representing, but make sure when you do wear the West Lane blue and the gray and the white, we want you to make sure that you are presenting yourself in the best way possible. Yeah, so we want you to make sure that you're representing yourself the absolute best way possible. We enjoy our athletes. To this point, we are open for all visitors. We will be asking again for COVID protocols. When we're outside, we will not have to wear a mask. That is per the district mandated piece. We will say, though, when you come to attend games, maybe for our fans, if you're vaccinated, again, you don't have to wear masks. But if you are bringing little ones, little siblings to the game, that if you're sitting them close, do wear a mask on that. Or if you're sitting far enough away, we're fine. But we're kind of work our way through the COVID protocols. They're not nearly as strenuous as last year. We will be selling tickets online, though, right? We'll be doing a lot of the. We'll be accepting. Like one thing we learned last year, accepting credit cards is a great thing because a lot of people have cards and not cash, and so that was so much easier. So we'll be able to accept cards. We could do some pre-purchasing, but we will be able to use multiple systems. So what we learned last year, we get to bring into this year. So, and then what? It's still $5 for an adult. I think we've gone a little bit for students. It'll be interesting next year because we've not had students participate or come to games that aren't siblings since really 2021 or 2020 basketball season.
Yeah.
Way back when. So
yeah, we're very excited to get fans back in the stands. We've always got great concessions up there. So the concession stands will be up there selling food and snacks and all types of drinks and that type of stuff. So, but just getting the fans back in the stands is going to be great. So we're really looking forward to that. That's probably the best part.
We're looking at some exciting times out there as well, because we will be eventually, not this school year, but the next school year, building a concession stand out for there, so you don't have to come in anymore. And then with bathrooms, and so we'll have bathrooms available here too. So it'll just take a minute for you to kind of get used to, really, sixth graders where we go for this, and then replacing, repeating 7th and 8th graders who've never been to a game yet. They get to have the excitement. So we're just happy to have it back. So
that's right.
And then we hope that our West Lane athletes rock and our fans rock, and then we will rock you. But thank you, Mr. Roberts, and like come out for all the call outs, everybody.
There it is.
We will rock you.
That's right. We're coming. That's right.